Very good morning. Thanks for joining us here on Mirror Now. I'm Afrida Rahman Ali. Let's begin by getting you the updates from some southern states in terms of the COVID restrictions that have now been put in place. Take the case of Tamil Nadu, where fresh restrictions have come into place in multiple districts after the recent surge in the caseload. In the state capital of Chennai, 9 wholesale markets have been shut down. Fresh restrictions also imposed in Coimbatore and Madurai. In Coimbatore, all tourist places and museums have been ordered to stay shut. Grocery stores and bakeries in the city will open till 6 p.m. Meat shops and fish stalls will open till 2 p.m. Meanwhile, in Madurai, at least 22 temples have also been ordered to be shut. All right, so here are the fresh curbs that we are talking about. Remember, statewide lockdown has been extended till the 9th of August. Public places to close down if there are violations. Now, in Chennai, 9 wholesale markets, vegetable markets are shut down. In Coimbatore, tourist places and museums have been shut. In Madurai, which is again a city of temples, all the major temples have been closed for devotees. So these are the fresh curbs in Chennai, Coimbatore and Madurai. When it comes to Tamil Nadu, remember, more than 20,000 active cases in the state. The fresh cases are 1,957 in the last 24 hours. So it's inching close to 2,000. In fact, it has been hovering around 2,000 cases per day for the last several weeks. At the moment, the state is clocking above 20,000 active cases. And keeping in mind the rising caseload, the state has reimposed restrictions. Especially markets have been ordered to be shut in Chennai. Let me go across to Mugilan with more inputs. Yes, Mugilan, over to you. Give us a sense of the ground realities at the moment, because the markets are again one of those vulnerable areas where crowding takes place. So there's a clear decision to keep the markets shut in Chennai.
There is a marginal rise in the number of COVID cases in several districts. At least in 11 districts, there is a marginal rise. And now Tamil Nadu Health Department is working out strategies to contain the spread in these districts. And particularly in the districts like Chennai, Coimbatore, Tiruchi and Madurai, there is a significant rise is what we are getting to hear from the Health Department officials. And during the last review meeting, the Chief Minister extended the lockdown without any new relaxations, but it has directed all the district collectors to identify the places where people gather in large number and come up with an appropriate action. And following that, first we saw the Chennai Corporation ordering to close 9 market areas in the city as people are expected to gather in those market areas, because this is an Adi month here in Tamil Nadu, which is considered as an auspicious month. People usually go for shopping and to temples. So to prevent that, the Chennai Corporation has ordered shutting off 9 market areas here in the city, and followed by that, Coimbatore. As far as the Coimbatore district is concerned, the number of cases that are reported in Coimbatore is much higher than any district here in the state. So additional restrictions has been imposed in Coimbatore by the district collector. So as far as the restrictions are concerned in Coimbatore, all the shops, all the shops except the grocery provision or the other stops, all the shops should be shut by 5 p.m. is what the restriction says in Coimbatore. And all the important temples also has been shut for temporarily. And more importantly, an RT-PCR certificate has been made it mandatory for the people who are entering Tamil Nadu via the Coimbatore, because Coimbatore is a bordering district for Kerala. So RT-PCR certificate has been made mandatory, and the liquor shops also has been instructed to open only between 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So there are restrictions coming in Coimbatore district also. And as far as Madurai and Tiruchi is concerned, Madurai and Tiruchi are known for the number of temples in those districts. So in Madurai, at least 28 temples have been now shut temporarily, and in Tiruchi also several temples has been shut. And yesterday we saw the district collector of Madurai going for inspection in various markets, and he identified the COVID guidelines were violated in the Matutavani Flower Bazaar, and that was temporarily suspended. So as the numbers are going up, now we are seeing several district administration swinging into action and imposing several new restrictions to contain the spread of COVID virus infection in the state.
Right, absolutely. Because, net, it's very clear that there can be no excuse to COVID appropriate behavior. People will have to now again up their guards. Looking at the numbers in Tamil Nadu, there is no option but to take these measures. Thanks for joining us, Mugilan, with your inputs on the story.